We are cooking. What are we cooking today?
Cookies!
Woo! We're cooking cookies and I am in my kitchen and I hope you guys can see this here. This isn't an overly big kitchen, but you can get your babes in there, and I want to use this lockdown-ish, all of this stuff that's going on here in Sydney, to actually teach my kids how to cook. And what better spot to start with than something deliciously sweet, fun, that I can whack in the freezer for when school's back or just enjoy today. So first things first, I'm going to link up for you below, and you just need to grab the description. Just literally click on the little down bit here and you'll see the recipe that we're going to be doing. It is Low Tox Life's Therapeutic cookies. So double chocolate cookies. They are incredible. And that's the recipe we're going to follow. And I would love for you guys to follow it too. All right. So first things first, guys, when we're baking, you know what you've got to do? The very first thing, turn the oven on. Because if your oven isn't at the right temperature, when you finish baking, it's not going to be right. So we want it on fan 1 and we want it on 180. Okay, perfect.
Cooked up.
Done. And so see there, that's going to start, it's going to start heating up. All right, next thing that we need to do is on our recipe is to start creaming our sugar with our butter. Now, we're going to use our Thermomix. Usually, if we weren't in our unit, do you remember my beautiful red KitchenAid that I'd make the cakes in? We'd use that. No. So feel free to use that, or if you've got a hand mixer, whatever it is, but we are going to use...
just do it in a bowl.
Okay, we're going to use this guy. All right, do you want to come turn it on, mate? Okay, push it on. And then we have to start measuring out our butter. Just wait. It's going to come in a sec. Just wait. So we always put the butter in first because that is going to be, you know, the guy that we need to get going with. We need 125 grams. Okay, wait. Okay, go down. Do you want to push this one? Because we're going to measure it. Yep.
Push it.
Great. Oh, push it again. And we're going to tar it, which basically means you want it to go to 0. Great. Let's put this whole thing in. No, oh, without the stuff. And we're going to see how that's now gone to under 5. Do you want to push it again, mate? Just so that you can get it back. No, sorry, this bit here, tar. Yeah, awesome. Okay, dump that in. And we'll see. We're at 120, so this means we need just a tiny bit more.
How much do we need?
Just wait. You can do the next bit, sweets.
How much do we need, Mama?
So, if we've got 120 and we need to get to 125, how much more do we need?
5 grams.
That's right. Okay, you want to try that bit, mate? Ah, perfect. That's a tiny bit over. That's all right. Okay. Do you want to put the lid on? This? Do you want to put the lid on it, baby?
125.
This guy here? Do you want to go grab a drink of water, sweets? Go ask Dad over with a drink of water. Okay. So, the way we do that is now, and I want you to listen to this part of it. See here? Can you hear that everything's moving around? Nothing's getting squashed to the sides, but turn it up a bit. Now press stop. Could you hear then how the motor was just going crazy, but nothing was actually turning around? That's your sign that you've done it too high. So, let's...
There's whipped butter.
Yeah, but we've got a long way to go.
Is that whipped cream?
No, it's butter. So I'm just going to grab the spatula and just doing it like this, guys. Let's get these guys in here so that they can see it. See here how there's absolutely no difference in colour. It is just yellow. We will. So let's do that. Actually, let's do that now. So, I didn't grab out the sugar.
Can we try it with the butter sugar mix?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so do you want to do the sugar, darling? Grab a spoon.
How much sugar do we need?
We need 110 grams of sugar. Did you tar it? Yeah, 15. We're using Rapadura. This isn't my recipe, but I reckon you could use a maple syrup. You could probably even use a rice malt. Use any sugar that you've got on hand, and especially with what we've got going on and my kind of philosophy. Okay, tiny bit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are we at? We're at 110. What do we need to get to?
120?
110. We have to get to 110, so I've just done a bit too much. So as you start closer, I'll get it out for you, darling.
It's 110?
You got to slow down with it, yeah? Because if you keep going at that same speed, you'll end up with too much in there.
Can I see how high it can go?
No. Because what did we just figure out when we did it too high? What happened? It went everywhere and nothing actually mixed. So come back, and I'll do it for a minute, and I do it at speed maybe 3 or 2 even. Can you hear that stuff's moving around? It sounds like it's actually working, right? So while that's doing it, you know what you can do to speed up your cooking is now measure out your other ingredients.
How hot should it be?
No hot.
Will we ever use hot for this recipe?
No. Because what we're trying to get to is we're whipping in the butter with the sugar until it gets lighter in colour. So should we actually, let's stop this for a sec. Just stop. I'll grab it for you, sweet.
Can you see it?
See how dark that is? Don't put your fingers in it. See there, you can see thumbs up if you can here, that the middle part is just slightly lighter in colour. So what you can do, babe, see this? You go around the edges. I really don't want you to have your spoon, mate.
Can we try a little bit?
No. And clean that out. Perfect. Okay. There we go. So we've got 30 seconds. So I reckon we'll do it at speed 2.5. Rightio. Okay, next thing, let's keep measuring it out. So we want 1/4 cup. We want to get our sugar, our cacao next. The next thing actually we're going to add in.
Use this.
Yeah, we can do that in a sec. We're going to get in some vanilla. We can do that now actually, using your little spoon.
Yeah?
How much vanilla? Looking at the recipe, 1 teaspoon. So whack that in. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, that's a bit. Yeah. Okay. Now, should we have a look and see? Pull that off, darling. And see if you think it's gotten lighter in colour. Yeah, you've got to lift it up. What do you reckon? Come and show the guys.
No.
Let's have a chat and see. It hasn't really gotten lighter yet. Now, do you know why in baking that we want to whip the butter with the sugar?
What?
Because that's what's going to make it light and fluffy. You know when you eat a cookie and it's soft in the middle and chewy and it's really yum, don't eat that. This is what does that, is giving it a little bit of time at getting them going together. So I've actually got that now at speed 4. I'm going to do that for a full minute and let's make sure we've got everything else. Actually, we should ask them some questions. I can see there's a bunch of you guys on. What do we want to know? Do you want to know if they're cooking?
Are you cooking now? Please send us a...
Yeah, write it in the comments. Let us know, are you going to cook this recipe?
Right now.
Yeah.
What are you watching on? What's...
Well, that's a good question to know. All right. I think we're good with this. And the next bits you're going to get
Yeah.
in.
Do you like kids cooking?
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
people are writing?
Yeah.
What'd they say?
I asked them, did you like kids cooking? They said yes.
Wow, that's pretty cool. All right, we're nearly there with it looking a little bit softer in colour.
How good is this so far? How out of 10? How many out of 10? How many? What's your rating out of 10?
Rightio. And we want to get the eggs going to be next, so we'll be able to show the guys 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I feel like if I had my standard KitchenAid, then I can see it a bit better.
What standard KitchenAid have you used?
Do you remember? Yeah, my big red mixer.
9. What did I rate?
Completely forgotten
9.
that. All right, let's have a look.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
See how that's lighter in colour? What do you guys think?
The rating was 9, and the one was.
Do you think that looks lighter in colour? Okay, let's just stay on point. Right.
It
So
looks-
what I want you to do now is we'll go around with this. Chicken, I want you to come and crack your egg in. Okay? And then babe, I want you to start measuring out after this, okay? So we're going to get our egg in. Good job. Good job. And you can, whoa! Good job. No, you didn't get any in there. That's fine. Your bin's just over there, sweets, near the washing up.
Next time I think I'll do it.
Okay. And I lost the Thermomix out
I'm
here.
gonna wash my hands.
Good idea.
Yeah.
All right. So we put the egg in next. You know why we're doing this?
What?
Because we're trying to, whenever you bake, you want to get all of the wet ingredients together and then all of the dry ingredients
How
together.
come when you're making pancakes you want the dry ingredients first?
Well, it doesn't matter which one, but you're getting them together. Okay, cool. So look at that. And always, even if it doesn't say in the recipe, here's a little trick for you guys, is it's always a really good idea, after you've incorporated stuff and you know there's some more going in, is I just grab my spatula and I always just give it a little go here
That looks like
and get everything off.
No, this is
Okay,
fun.
now we're going to whack everything else in. Let's get going on that. Okay, so grab your bigger spoon. There you go. And on the cacao powder, we want 25 grams. What are we at? 15. So how much more do we need?
1 drop.
No. What are we going to get to?
25.
So how much? That's right.
What's 15? Oh yeah, 15 plus 15 is...
What are we at now?
Now we
20.
need 5.
That's right.
Should be 5.
Okay, good on you for doing just little bits. Keep that in mind, guys. When you're getting closer, don't do so much.
It shouldn't go up as I keep going in the little ones.
That's okay.
20.
25.
I
Okay.
made it!
All right, next thing we want to do is some desiccated coconut, another 25 grams. So what would we do?
Can I do it?
Tar. So what does the tar mean? Means that we're resetting our measurements. So that's so important, isn't it? Because sometimes they aren't the same. Babe, I'm going to get you to do the flour ones. Do you actually want to go grab a stool from the bathroom?
Oh my god, this flour is so hard to get out.
It is quite tricky, isn't it?
What is it?
It's desiccated coconut.
Desiccated.
Yeah. So if it's really tricky, you know what you could do? You could pour it into a little container.
No!
25, good job. All right, next thing we need. Do you want to move out of the way for a sec, sweets?
Yep.
Okay, so what do we do after we put something in? What are we going to push?
Tar.
Tar, that's right, let's get it back. All right, the next one is tapioca flour. So this one's a gluten-free cookie. We want 100 grams. Now, you've cooked with tapioca before. What happens to this flour? Does it go poof everywhere? It does. So push it in.
115.
So you need to get to 100.
Do they put that in tapioca?
Well, that is tapioca. It's just, it's the flour is very soft and it goes everywhere. What are we at? 50.
Halfway there.
Halfway. All right, keep it going. You're doing great.
55.
And you know what I also love, and this is something for everyone to keep in mind, is that you aren't putting any weight on the scales or putting this on the scales as you're measuring it out. You've got to always make sure that they're very, very separate, because otherwise it could start measuring. That's 95. So do you think, is that just a little bit?
Not too much.
Mm,
Tell us,
a bit
what
too
do
little.
you rate
hang on,
this?
hang on. Just 2 seconds. Because if it is split, if you've got your weight on that, it will start measuring, say, your arm or something like that. So when you put it in, yeah, make sure you're not like doing it like this, because see, look at how much weight is on there now. So the way you were doing it was wonderful.
105.
Oh, should we take a touch out? Perfect.
100.
Okay, next one I need, darling, is some coconut flour.
Coconut flour.
Yeah, so what are you going to push?
Top.
And I need 40 grams. So whenever you're cooking with gluten-free flours, you often need 2 or 3 different types of flour. But when we just cook with spelt or wheat, you just need 1. So that's why these recipes like this one sort of takes a bit longer. So we're at 30. So we don't need too much, do we? 35. And
35.
oh, that's not fair. What do you reckon?
It
Hey, 40. And then I want a little tiny teaspoon of baking powder.
How much? Use this.
Just a teaspoon.
Just use a teaspoon.
Okay.
It's easy.
And I think then that's nearly everything. Sweets, I need you to break the chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
Perfect.
is fun.
Okay, lid up. Be careful.
I want to go. My turn. I want to go.
Okay, I'm just going to mix this.
I want to go. I can't have it.
You'll be able to this way.
Yeah.
Now, can I give you another hint? Okay, stop. Stop. For baking with gluten-free flour, you got to make sure that you are always reading. Okay, stop.
Do you think
Yeah?
it's too runny?
Listen, you've got to make sure you're always reading the instructions in your recipe. And this recipe says, be very careful to not overmix it. So I put that on, and then I only did it for 3 seconds to combine it. Let's have a look. Does that look like a cookie mixture now?
Maybe. Yeah.
Let's have a look, guys. So there's another one of our little hints at home is you've got to read that recipe.
Wow.
And if it says, you know, turn it for, combine it for ages, then you can. But this one says don't, and that's a little guide with gluten-free cooking. Okay, darling. Yeah, do you want to open it up? Here you go, here.
Still dirty.
Okay, it's broken here, so just maybe break it from where it's broken. See how you've broken these bits? Maybe open it from there, mate. Okay. So this is the extra part of the recipe. So as at the base of it, we've got normal chocolate cookies, and then we're adding in chunks of chocolate as well.
More chocolate.
Could you have a look for me down the bottom on the left, if there's any of those gems? Yeah.
Okay, one whole piece has survived.
Okay, so you could absolutely, and I've made this recipe a few times, you could absolutely put these chunks into it like when it's in the actual cookie, but like on top of it, but I just add it in now because that's what Alexx, the author of the recipe, says to do. All right.
We've got some little gems.
Okay, do you want to put those other bits back, mate? Okay, so next thing we've got is our lined trays here. Okay, could you close that back up, please? Do you want to grab your stool and come over here? I hope that cooking with your kids can sometimes be a little bit like mine. Okay, do you want to put that down? Now, something that I use a lot of, what's this? It's our little cookie tool, isn't it?
Yeah, also used for ice cream.
Yeah, we do use it for ice cream. So, what you do is you go into the side and you push it onto the side. You know why we're pushing it onto the side? We're making sure that there's enough mixture in our scoop. And then
we go stop.
we're not going to go crazy, are we? Squeeze it.
Squeeze it.
Perfect. And this is, this is such a good way to get out. Oh gosh, it's so chunky, isn't it?
Chunky.
our mixture, excuse me, without getting our hands really dirty. Good one. Okay, let's go.
Ooh, can I try some cookie dough?
Yeah, we'll be able to in a minute. So the other way that if you don't have one of these really cool little cookie bits,
Chunky.
it is chunky. You got it? Is that you could just pull out the dough and use like a little teaspoon. So I'll do that with my other dude. We'll grab some of that out. Here you go, mate. Do you want to do this one? So see here, I've just grabbed some out. Do you want to... I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Did you want to come and do this one? I'll grab you a spoon and then you can do that one with it. Can you see the whoa.
Whoa!
Just wait. Can you see the difference in your sizes of your cookies?
Little cookies.
That's going to be a real problem.
I'm trying not to. Wow, that's
I know.
a lot of cookie dough.
I would go like that. And you know what, actually, let me give you this hint. Come here and put water on your hands. When you're rolling out cookies, if your hands are wet, guess what? It won't stick to you.
Oh yeah.
Is it sticking to you?
But then the cookie gets all...
It's okay, put it down. It's all right.
wobbly.
Okay, can I help you get some more, mate? There you
Are we
go.
gonna mix the gems in through this?
No. How cool's that? So when it starts sticking to your hands, you just go and wet them. Okay, now let me help you with how these go on the tray. See here how you've just put those so close together? Because you've got butter in this mixture, or if you've got oil, any kind of your fat, what happens to butter when it's hot? Does it stay solid or does it get really runny and wet?
Red.
That's right. So if you have your cookies too close together, you know what they're going to do? They're going to all go into one.
Oh, yeah. And all of these will go together and make one big one.
Yeah, and that's not actually ideal, is it? It sounds kind of funny, but you actually, after about half an hour after you've cooked them, you'll probably be a bit sad.
Yeah.
So if you can, the way I find the best way is just be really uniformed with them. So do them all the same part away. Here, let me get you some more, mate.
I need some more.
Okay. This mixture is really, really, really thick. Like really thick.
With lots of chocolate.
That's right. Well, that's what makes it.
Nice mixture and yummy.
Yeah. See how that's starting to stick to your hands now? You know what you could have done, baby? Is you could have gone and wet them again. So when I'm often doing that stuff, no, can you go wet them? Is you'll wet your hands like 2 or 3 times so they don't get caught. All right, let's open this up.
Guess what they look like?
Now, what I'd love you to go do is can you wet your hands, and then I want you to come along, and it says in the recipe to give them a little squish.
Squish. Yeah, squish them.
And that will be, yeah, we will in a sec.
Squish,
After we put them in the oven.
squish down, squish them up, squish. Good thing they took so long to make.
But you don't have to squish, you can squish them down on the actual tray. You don't need to pick them up. Please
Wait.
don't.
Wow, we've got a lot of mixture. How many grams altogether?
Okay.
99.9.
Okay, can you hop out then for a sec? Do you want to go have a drink of water?
No.
Okay. Just nice, see here, my hands are wet. And that's all I need to do. Just this little squish down. You could absolutely... You're being a bit silly with it, darling. is that you could absolutely do this with a fork or a spoon. Grab your container,
Or you could,
leave that to
or you
get...
could use your bare hands.
Yeah, can you please go and wash your hands? Thank you. Oh, rightio. Let's have a look at these. So this is what I've got. Is that what yours are looking like? Let me know. Have you guys, is that what your, what your cookies look like? Okay, let's have a look at this one. Have you finished with your mixture? Okay, and we've got our other ones here. So these are going to go in the oven. Can you please go and, pardon?
Want to try some dough?
No. You know why? Because there's heaps of it in the container, and we'll do that in a minute. All right. Now, what you could also do is, if you didn't want to put the chocolate through, is that I grabbed out, is I've got like some little Smarties. These are crap-free Smarties without stuff.
And they're called gems.
They're called gems, and they don't have food dyes and additives and
They
things
take
like
like
that.
2 seconds to cook because here they are.
Righty. Oh, actually, we put them in the oven, but you know what we didn't do?
What?
What do we do every time we put something in the oven? That's it. Timer. I need 12 minutes. That's it. Get into that habit, guys, when everything goes into the oven.
I do one more minute.
Don't. It's not for good luck. That means it's overcooked. Is get into that habit of turning on your timer. If that's something that you learn from the very start, your head's in here, darling. Can you hop down? Is that then nothing will overcook. You won't forget about it. You won't have, a cake that's taking you 20 minutes to get into the oven and it's gone. All right, let's show you. We made these ones earlier, how they look. Do you want to take it up to the screen and show them?
Wow, they're looking nice.
Just hold it there, nice.
No, they look nice.
Veronica, yes, the recipe was, this is Low Tox Life's. Their cookies. This is their therapeutic cookies.
Oh.
So, here it is.
Thank you very much.
That's what they look like. Now, I want to show you. Look, these ones are the bigger ones, and these ones are a little bit smaller. Do you know what the difference was between them?
What?
See how these are a bit rougher in texture too?
Rough.
And these look really smooth?
Why?
Because these ones, I use the water and I squish them down. So, you guys get to choose. If you want that sort of more organic-y, funny, oh gosh, I've got chocolate on my knuckles, look, then don't squish them down. But if you want more of that really cookie-looking cookie look, which is exactly what we did for all of those, then give them a squish. Alrighty. Well, we're going to clean up, but be sure to like and subscribe here. I've actually been working on teaching my eldest how to cook for quite a few months, and we've been filming and filming and filming and filming. That's right.
Like and subscribe now.
Okay.
Otherwise I will eat
Okay.
it.
Sorry. Teaching him how to cook as well. So if this is something that you're interested in, is how to cook, teach your kids, where do you actually start, which recipes can they cook with, then you will absolutely love being here. I'd love for you to give these a go. This whole week we're going to be cooking together. So make sure you're checking me out on Facebook and YouTube and on Instagram, because I keep sharing the exact recipes that we're going to be cooking each day so that you can grab the bits that you need and then you can cook with us. Okay. Alrighty, do you guys want to say bye? Thanks for cooking with us, and we'll see you tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Bye.
Can I eat this one because that's great one?
I need to figure out how to stop now.